Shh. Testing, testing. Hello? All right. So let's get started. Hello, everyone. Thanks for watching today's pre-market talks. Today is Friday, right? So we are going to be talking about a spike, SPY, and a couple of hot chats so that you can get a brief understanding of what's going on in this market. You are very welcome to leave your questions and your thoughts in comment section, and you can also click the link on my profile to join my Discord channel to access more daily market opinions and stock ideas. If you're watching the replay, add the hashtag so replay to your comments so I won't miss your questions, okay? So let's get started. Yesterday was quite negative, right? But the biggest news which caught my eyes was not none of these stocks. Is a stock right here. You guys can see this market pre-market session. SVP Financial Group, Silicon Valley Financial Group has already been dropped like 60%. Something huge happened on their stock. So let's see. As you guys can see, just simply, go to Seeking Alpha or TradingView, search SVB, SIVB, and you guys can see a huge news right here. You guys can see this news. The VC firms pull funds out of Silicon Valley Bank. CEO asks clients to stay calm. So that might be the huge news. But why? Because it's kind of dropping. So dropping 20% in the post-market trade after the end Thursday session and 60% lower. And a venture capital believe SVB can remain solvent, but were fearful of run on bank. So that might be the biggest reason why this guy dropped so hard. And talking about a stock like this, I mean SVB, let's just go to this company and see what's really going on for this company. Something really matter about this company is this Q1 2023 mid-quarter updates, right? This guy issued another common stock offering, and which base offer size is $1.25 billion. That's quite a lot for a company like this one. And I mean, not just the SVB, I mean, much like Silvergate SI, this company took deposits that grow exponentially and bought assets that were too long duration. Properly, it didn't consider that deposit could fall and interest rate could raise, leading to having to sell those assets at loss. I mean, VC company like this, I mean, they didn't consider much about interest, and they're buying assets lost in last couple years. So in order to get money to their investors, they have to sold those assets at loss. So that might be the biggest reason why company like this kind of drop so much. A VC is absolutely a starter for this kind of thing. I mean, the speed and ferocity of the melting down was unlike anything I've ever seen. But the root causes have been built for a while for a company like this. I mean, today was rough for most tech companies. I don't think we are anywhere. I I am I don't think we are anywhere near a banking crisis like we experienced in 2028. The banks are much better capitalized and generating better run. In my opinion, SIVB is somewhat unique in diogenes of its deposit base and how poorly it manages assets and liability. But I can say there won't be more banks get into trouble because of similar problem like this SIAB is facing. Let's see whether we have some question right here. So give me 1 second. Looks my web is kind of frozen in this kind of website. Let me see. All right, looks like no problems right here. So actually, today we have couple important things to share. Let me just use a screen like window entire screen share. Actually, today we have some important things. So for economic watches today, we have non-farm payrolls. The forecast is 205K. And for the market facts, actually a strong drop report may lead to higher stock prices. A weak drop report may have the opposite effect to the market. So you guys may want to watch this for today before market open, which at 8:30. And also we need to pay attention to unemployment rate, which our forecast is 3.4%. The unemployment rate and the price of the S&P 500 has a close inverse relationship. When the unemployment rate goes down, the spikes goes up. When the unemployment rate goes up, the stock price goes down. And that's something we might want to pay attention to. And something else might be want to pay attention to is earnings. Today we will be closely watch BKE, which Baco is scheduled to announce Q4 earnings results on Friday, and which is today before the market opens. And the PS estimate is $61, which is negative 4.7% compared to last year. And the revenue estimate is $386.36 million, which is 1.4 additional compared to last year. That's an increase. So that's something one may want to pay attention to. And so far, the fear and greed index is absolutely, in a fear kind of session. And so let's back to yesterday's trade. So that's for spikes. Actually, yesterday's trade was very, very negative. That's a weekly chart. That's a daily chart. As you guys can see, that's 21 EMA now. It's already right here, and the 8 EMA is being pulling down by the market as well. And 200 EMA was also, dropping into the 3920-ish level. And from the weekly chart, what we can see so far, this is an I draw before, which is a trend line and a trend line, which is, you know, triangle setting in my opinion. So I'm more expecting this market possibly holding somewhere here and break up. So that's my expectation for this overall market. However, as I mentioned before about this kind of weekly hammer doji, that's quite important. Actually, this hammer doji on weekly was quite important for this market confidence. So yesterday's huge selling, this kind of downside momentum move was absolutely negative. I mean, I post my opinion on TradingView yesterday, especially mentioned what I think for yesterday's trade. I especially hoping this market can holding up somewhere around, give me 1 second. That's the day before, which is Wednesday, right? So for the Wednesday, I mean for Tuesday, while the Powell strikes the market, this market already making a huge strike moves, which directly dropped to this $3,980 ish. So I'm more expecting actually market can go up from somewhere here. Instead, keep going down. So which is very bad. I mean for yesterday, I was hoping this market can, even I know Powell may not give something, and can hold this maybe AEMAs from daily and it can go up. However, instead, the market kind of, directly dropping down this $3,980 ish. So, which makes this market looking so negative so far. So, I don't know what actually caused this kind of selling. You guys can see the bottom band was kind of, zooming out in this kind of thing. So that's very ugly in my opinion on my chart actually. Let's see. So that's give me 1 second. Yeah. Hope you guys can see what I'm drawing right now. So for today, actually, you guys can see from the 15 minutes AEMA and 21 EMA is not extended, right? So actually, you expect the market trade back a little bit. However, from the weekly chart, this market is looking so bad. As I mentioned like a million times, I said if I'm trying to long a market, I will use this kind of hammer weekly doji as my stop loss level. So if the market already drop and break these levels, I would not try any long positions somewhere around here. I know possibly there might be some correction, maybe some price correction, and for today, maybe for Monday or something, but I will not do that. What's going on? 你摇头干什么 Okay. All right. So I know possibly there might be some corrections on market today. However, I will not use yesterday's low as my stop loss to try long positions. So I will literally drop spikes to long spikes today. And other than from spikes, I already mentioned SIVB, Silicon Valley banks. So this banks is down today. I mean, if we go to the chart SIVB, you guys can see that very clearly. It's already huge selling yesterday and another 60% pre-market. So I mean, if you long this position, possibly you might have some, you know, some short sellers close their shorting positions out of this kind of point. However, again, this is not somewhere you want trying too long. Possibly will hold it multiple times, but I think this is absolutely not nothing where you should try to long this kind of position. This is just a gambling. This is gambling. It's not what investors do. But as a day trader, I think there's might be some opportunities to try to buy some SFAB out of the market open. Just try to do price correction a little bit and get out of this trade immediately. So that might be something you want to try. And another thing I want to talk about is Tesla. Tesla stock is absolutely interesting to see. I mean, no matter from daily chart or weekly chart, all very interesting to looking at. Let's just go to the weekly chart so you guys can see that. Just close this one. So on weekly chart, actually, I draw kind of triangle settings. I said after the break of this kind of thing is more like a confirm for the downside of Tesla in this $200 ish. So it's more like a downside confirm. I mean, for past 3 days, it's absolutely speeding up this kind of downside trend, absolutely speeding up. So you guys can see that. So absolutely speeding up. However, so far, I still couldn't see you can, get in to get some, corrections because the market may be so negative about this kind of stock. So far, I think China already started to kind of, trying to take the price war with Tesla. Some EV companies already trying to, drop their prices to compete with Tesla Model 3, Model Y, and I know China's province already give their vehicles like 60%. I mean, so that's kind of a huge price drop. So which will cause absolutely will affect Tesla selling in Chinese market. So this is horrible. And a lot of bloggers already said they are negative on Tesla so far, but I think still have some kind of have some day trading opportunities for Tesla so far. On weekly, absolutely, if you are negative and you're getting this one, this is inside bar break, and you're getting somewhere here, and you can making some profit and holding your short positions, and you put your stop loss somewhere around here. That's okay for Tesla short positions. However, if you want to try some day trading, maybe you can try to get somewhere. Let me just shift this to 30 minutes so you can see that much clearly. So that's a 30 minutes chart. I cannot use any of those kind of bar as my stop loss, unfortunately. So I will be more patient to waiting for some hammer doji coming out. I know now it's daily extension. We can see that 8 EMA, 21 EMA extended, and 30 minutes extended, and 15 minutes extension as well, and possibly 5 minutes extension as well, I think. Yeah, no? Okay. Not so extended on 5 minutes, but this is a huge sell. So I would not trust this 5 minute bar, even the volume is still look good, but I don't want to try this one. So I will still waiting for the market open. So if the market opens somewhere around here, possibly somewhere maybe close to this kind of 171, 170-ish dollar-ish. So if I see a hammer doji coming out like this one or like this, possibly I will use 15 minutes hammer doji or 5 minutes hammer doji as my stop loss to try to long this position. Okay. So for I don't know what happened to my internet. I couldn't see any questions. My assistant told me there might be some questions right here, but I'm sorry, I couldn't see that any of those. And so if you guys have any questions, as what I said, so feel free to leave me messages. I will be very happy to answer your questions and your ideas. I mean, again, thanks everyone for joining my live streams, and you can click the link on my profile to join my Discord channel to access more stock ideas and watch replays. Hope to see you guys next time, and hope you all have a good trading day. Bye bye.